Hi, good evening all. Good evening.
All right, so fine. I hope my voice is clear. Let's get started with today's lecture.
Good evening, Ankush.
Good evening, guys. Fine, so let's get started. So in the last lecture, we discussed about the basic about the how your Oracle RAC works and all. Okay, so just we have gone through the heads up of Oracle RAC environment. So let me start with our today's topic. Just give me a minute. We'll start it. The basic. Fine. So again, we have started with the we basically want to start with our new topic. Not a new topic. Basically, we want to start with our the first lecture of Oracle RAC environment. So let me share my screen and let's discuss about Oracle RAC. So whenever I was talking about the technology called Oracle database, Oracle DBA. So one problem which we observe in the Oracle DBA is when we talked about the Oracle DBA, like whenever you want to start your career as a Oracle DBA, you generally start talking about the single instance database. You generally talk about the single instance database. So in single instance database, what is the main problem? Like let's say you have a server, so you will have a single server where your database instance is going to run, and then you have your database available here, right? So this is a database which is available here. In this database, your all the files related to the databases are available, like your SP file, control files, data files, and archive log. So till the time my database server is running, you have your database instance, which is again the part of your memory only. There is no problem in that. As a DBA, what is my responsibility? As a DBA, my main responsibility to make sure that this database instance should be up and running 24/7. That is my responsibility. If my database instance is not running, the users will not be able to get the data from the database. So if user want to select some data, or let's say he want to perform some DML operations or DDL operations, that request will go to the database instance, and this database instance is connected to your database from where you are getting the data. Okay, from where you are getting the data. So in the RAC environment, in the single instance database, the main problem is that high availability. That was a main problem. Like let's take an example, my server goes down. So if my server goes down, my database instance will go down, correct? Nowadays you can see there is a lot of issues are happening. Let's take an example of your server like in Thailand. Now there are situations like earthquakes are happening in the Thailand. Let's say my server is available there. If my server is available there, and if my server is not responding, or there is no way to reach out to the server, the complete server will be going down and you will not be able to access to the database instance itself. And if you are not able to access to the database instance, everything is gone, nothing. So in order to fix that problem, what Oracle thought, like they have come up with the high availability solution. They have come up with the high availability solution. In high availability means at any cost my database instance should not be down. So let's do one thing. Instead of having one server, can I have one more server? So they installed one more server there. And here also my database instance is running. Now I have a single database. Okay, remember that I have a single database, and that database is shared in between your node 1 and node 2. So wherever you are configuring a machine, we called it as a node. So this server we called it as a node 1, this server we called it as a node. So I have two node cluster is there. Why it is calling it as a cluster? So cluster means even though I have two machines are there, but they are behaving like a single machine. So they are behaving like a single machine. That is called cluster. So don't consider that you will learn about the cluster terminology into the database only. Cluster is a generic terminology you will find in all the technologies. Like you might have heard about the AWS cluster. You might have heard about the Hadoop cluster. Right? We are talking about the database cluster now. Database cluster means I have a two machines are there. You can have two machines or more than two machines also. Let's say I have one more machine here, third machine. So even though three machines are there, but they are behaving like a single machine. That is called cluster. But all this cluster, all these database nodes I am having, they have a single database only. So when we are talking about the high availability, there are two type of high availability solutions you will find. One is on instance level high availability. Instance level high availability. So what is the instance level high availability means? I don't have one instance now. I have two instances are there. Like let's take an example. I have node number 1. I have node number 1 where my instance 1 is running. I have node number 2 where my instance 2 is running. I can have one more node also. You can have n number of nodes, there is no problem. Instance 3 is running, but I have a single database. A database is single only, where my database related files are available: SP file, control files, data files, archive log, and all these instances are connected to this particular database only. So instance level high availability means if my this instance goes down, still I have another instance, node number 2 and node number 3, where my other instances are running. So if the user want to connect to the database, see, let's say I am a user, I want to connect here, so I cannot connect to the database directly. I can connect through node number 1, I can connect to node number 2, I can connect from node number 3 also. So instance level high availability is there. So if my instance number 1 goes down, I can connect to node number 2 or node number 3. I can connect from node number 2 or node number 3. Let's say I got connected, user 2 want to connect, he can connect to the instance number 3 also, 2 also, 1 also, if all the instances are running. So high availability means even though if you have first instance goes down, still you can connect to the second instance. If your second instance goes down, still you can connect from the instance number 3. At the end, your data is available here only, in the database only. So even though I have 3 instances, are the instance number 1, instance number 2, instance number 3, but database is same only. That is called instance level high availability. That is a instance level high availability. Can we have another type of high availability? Now you might have a questions like, let's say the complete database itself goes down, then let's say I have a database itself goes down, then for that another solution is there. What is the solution? Database level high availability. Database level high availability. Who is providing this database level high availability? That is called data guard environment. That is called data guard. So you can have one more server which is connected to your different database. This database itself is separate. This database itself is separate. That is called data guard. That is called data guard. So you can have a setup like only RAC. You can have a setup like RAC plus data guard also. That is also possible, guys. That is also possible. RAC with data guard also. So if my database itself goes down, complete database, still like you can do the operations like failover and all, and your database your people will be getting connected from this particular instance. So whatever data you have available under this database, let's say you have a EMP table which is having 1000 tables, same data you will find it here also. Same data you will find it over here also. Same data. That is called data guard. Okay, that is a different technology and terminology. So you can have a high availability on instance level also. You can have high availability on database level also. That is also possible. So right now the training what we are taking, that is on instance level high availability. We call it as a Oracle RAC environment. We called it as a Oracle RAC environment. Now before we go to the architecture part and all, okay, we need to understand how to do the setup of this Oracle RAC environment. Because if you understand how to do the setup of Oracle RAC environment, easily you will understand the other stuff also. As we discussed in the last lecture also, it is not just about the high availability, it is also doing the load balancing also. It is not just about the high availability, it is also doing the load balancing. What is meant by load balancing? Load balancing means when I was having a single instance, all my people were connecting to the single instance only. So let's take an example, this is my single instance. When I was having a single instance, I am having 1000 connections. All those 1000 connections are going to the single node only. Assuming that I am a single trainer here. But if something went wrong, like let's say I'm not feeling well, so like today I'm not that good, like yesterday we have not taken any session, today I thought like, okay, let's start with the session, at least I'll take it for next 20-30 minutes. So let's take an example, I'm not feeling well, so the complete session will be down, right? But if I have multiple trainers like Oracle DBA, so if I'm not well, I'll ask my colleague like, can you take my training today? He can take the training also. That is also possible. Okay, that is also possible. So load balancing means, let's say I'm having 1000 people, they are coming, I have 1000 people, they are coming to the single node. and every node have their own resources. So it will consume the resources of single node only, right? Now let's say I have 1000 people, but I have two nodes are there or three nodes are there. Can I have something like 300 people here, 300 people here, 400 people here? I can do that. I can do that. That is called load balancing. Load balancing means I don't have all the connections are going to the single node now. My connections are getting separated, divided into the multiple node. My connections are getting divided into the multiple node. Now let's say the user got connected here and he is performing any DML operations or DDL operations. So it will consume the resources of this server only, like your CPU, memory, everything. What about the storage? The storage is common, guys. Okay. Now let's say he is inserting 100 GB of data. So it will consume the 100 GB of data of here only, here. The storage is, there is a common storage in between your node 1, node 2 and node 3. Why they have a common storage? Because your database is common, right? Your database is common. Let's say there is a user 1, he got connected from the node number 1. He is creating EMP table. Does that EMP table is getting created on node 1? No. Where it is getting created? Under your database, here. And that is the reason that the table what you created from node 1 is also accessible from node 2 and node 3 also. It is accessible from node 2 and node 3. So it's not like, boss, if I created a table on node 1, I cannot access from node 2 and node 3. That is not possible. Okay. Don't think like that. If I get connected from the node 1, I can create a table from node 1. I can select the data from node 2 also or node 3 also. Even I can insert a data also. Because whatever objects you are going to create, that objects will be there in the common storage area. So basically we use ASM file system there normally. So when we talked about the Oracle RAC environment, we can have multiple nodes. Normally in real-time production environment, you will find 2 node, 3 node. Okay, depends. Because why people are not using Oracle RAC everywhere? Like you might be thinking like, if this is giving me lot of solutions like high availability, load balancing, I can run my jobs from particular nodes, lot of good features are there, then why all the applications are not using Oracle RAC environment? What is the problem? The problem is cost. Cost is the biggest problem. Why the cost is biggest problem? Because it is very costly now. I'm having one laptop, I'm having two laptops, both the laptops are doing same work. So I need to purchase a two laptop, right? I need to purchase two laptops. It is costly. It is very, very costly. That is a big challenge. Guys. That is a big challenge. It's very costly. So only the applications which is looking for critical applications, only the applications which are critical applications. So if it is a critical application, means the client is expecting a lot of money also, right? Client is thinking that, okay, I'm getting a lot of money, so they will go for the Oracle RAC environment only for that application, not for all the applications. Because when you have Oracle RAC, you need to purchase a server, you need to purchase a memory, you need to purchase a storage, you need to purchase a CPU, which is processors and all. It's not that cheap. It is very costly. Okay. So many times the people are asking a question in the interview that, do you know about the Oracle RAC? We know about the Oracle RAC. But do you have Oracle RAC in your environment? That is also one challenge. So it is a good time to understand about the Oracle RAC. So Oracle RAC is not just provided by the Oracle Cloud only. There are multiple high availability solutions are there. Like on cloud, A to Z, you might have heard about it, right? A to Z solution, high availability solution. AWS provide that. So high availability solution is not just provided by Oracle RAC. There are many platforms are there. Like if you go to the Oracle Cloud, if you go to any cloud, not just Oracle, you will see the high availability solutions are there. Okay. So till now, whatever we discuss, are you able to understand? Can you please use the chat option and let me know? Are you able to understand till now? whatever we discuss. Are you people understand? अच्छा, very बढ़िया. थोड़ा आवाज, my voice might not be clear. I'm not that good today. Okay. So rack with data guard also you can configure. You can configure single instance data guard also. Okay, that is also possible. I'll tell you one example. Let's take an example. You have a single instance. So the architecture will looks like this. Like you will have a single instance, which is my database instance. Okay, this is connected to your database. Okay, this is connected to your database. So this is my single instance machine, correct? Now let's say I want to configure, let's say this server is available in the USA location. Okay, I want to configure data guard setup. So what you will do, you'll add one more server here. You'll add one more server here, which is my again database instance. It's a separate software, and here also I will have my database. So there are two databases are there, but the database name is same. Okay, there are two databases are there. This database we called it as a primary database. This database we called it as a standby database. So whenever the people want to connect, the people will always get connected from the primary side. Okay, let's say the people want to connect, they will again always get connected to the primary side. Now why we have this data guard setup? Let's say my primary database itself got crashed. The complete database got crashed here. It's got crashed. So I don't have, the files are accessible. The files are not accessible now. Then what you will do? You have standby server, right? This standby server you will convert to the primary. The standby server you will get converted to the primary. We call it as a failover. We call it a failover. Now the good part about the data guard is whatever changes you are performing on primary, the same changes you can see it on standby automatically. The setup is configured in a such way that if I create a EMP table here, if I insert something, automatically that changes will be replicated over here. But this is a single instance database, guys. Okay, this is a single instance database. Single instance database setup along with data guard. Because here my crash is happening on where? Here I'm assuming that the, okay, see here, if my even database instance also goes down, na? If my database instance goes down, then still are you able to access the database? No, my database instance goes down here. So to avoid this situation, you can set up like RAC plus data guard setup also. Like let's say I have instance number 1 which is connected, and I have two instances, instance number 2. So this is my node 1, this is my node 2, and where is my database? My database here. So but database is common in between instance number 1 and instance number 2, and they are connected through some network. There is a network. Okay, there is a network in between instance number 1 and instance number 2. If my instance 1 goes down, still the people can connect from the instance number 2, correct? Still the people can connect from the instance number 2. What if the instance number 2 also goes down? Can we have one more setup here? We can have one more server. Where is my instance number? Instance is running. Okay, this is my instance is running. This is connected to the database. So let's take an example. I created EMP table here. Okay, I got connected here. I created EMP table. Automatically that EMP table will be getting created here also. So now this is called data guard setup. This is a rack here plus here, means node 1, node 2 are my rack setup, and this is my data guard setup here. See, if I am creating a EMP table on node number, node number 1, this is created here in the shared location here, EMP. So automatically it got created here also, automatically. If I insert 100 record here, automatically it will be added here also, 100 record. So if something went wrong to the complete database itself here, complete database, still I have a database here which is having same to same data. So this is my primary setup. This is my primary machine. Primary means when user want to connect, he can connect to the node number 1, he can connect to the node number 2. He can connect to the node number 1 and he can connect to the node number 2. Depends on the load available. Node number 1 also, node number 2 also. He can connect from to the any one node. Node number 1 also, node number 2 also. Can he connect to the data card setup here, standby machine? No. He can connect to the standby only when you are converting this standby to primary. Then and only then. So this is rack with data card. Are you able to understand, everyone? Yes or no? Are you able to understand till now, everyone? Yes. ठीक है, okay, ठीक है. Let's do one thing. I don't want to go much today. My health is not that good. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll connect tomorrow. Okay, we'll see in tomorrow's lecture about how to do the setups and all. So be ready with the okay. So when I'm taking the class, especially like I'll show you the practical stuff like how to do the installation. We need around 16 GB of RAM to do the installation. I have enough RAM in my laptop because I need two machines to up and running. Like one is node number 1 and another is node number 2. So both the machines I need. So from tomorrow we will start with the setup of Oracle RAC environment. When we are doing the setup of Oracle RAC, automatically you will understand many other stuffs related to the Oracle. Many stuffs. Okay. So along with the Oracle RAC setup, you will also understand the Oracle architecture, Oracle RAC architecture. Oracle architecture behave like your Oracle DBA only. It's kind of same only. So there is not much difference, guys. Okay. So don't worry about that. It's not that difficult. You will understand it very clearly. Okay. So please fill up the form for your which is available in the chat options. Please fill up that form also. That's quite easy for you as well as for us. So from tomorrow's we'll try to understand about Oracle RAC installation. We will start. We need two machines. One by one we will go slowly so that everyone will understand about Oracle RAC environment. Along with that we will also talk about the Oracle architecture. And slowly we will go. So there are some links available in the chat options related to the YouTube channel, related to my LinkedIn profile. So please follow me on my LinkedIn also, because we usually post a lot of vacancies related to the Oracle DBA, not only Oracle DBA, for other technologies also. So that will be beneficial for you. So tomorrow on the same time we will connect. We will start with the Oracle RAC architecture as well as Oracle RAC setup also. So okay, so let's go one by one, slowly. And those people who have not enrolled for Oracle RAC, please call to the number which is available in the chat options, and let's quickly start it. Okay, let's connect tomorrow. We will continue. Thanks. Bye bye.